Yes, good evening. Now, before I even get into this, I just finished up a Rumble video featuring Pipkin, Pippa, and Vosh, featuring copious references to the people of the Third Reich and fornication of the equestrian variety. You can probably guess why it's on there and not here. I prefer blunt force trauma, which coincidentally also describes the rear-ending encounter the last time Vosh entered a stable. The one civil line about having to mind your language on here is it does force you to be more creative marketing the sledgehammer. Will be in the description and pinned down below. But anyway, sweet mother of Moses, Nikki Haley, or as she is known to anyone saying Clintonian DEI, put a meme out on her Twitter page. Now, obviously it's not her Twitter page, it's her campaigns and the staffers doing this kind of bollocks, or at least I think so. Though if it was her person, I wouldn't be surprised. It's as cringe and plastic as her lackluster personality. If you ever watched her try and talk, it's so corporate and lifeless, so dull and drone-like. Trump, by contrast, is not a politician. He's a showman who can play the part of a politician, better than actual politicians, and more entertaining as well. Oh, and he's a man and therefore is better than Haley will ever be. It's so bizarre, though, watching these decayed remnants of the old guard try and do the performance art of the younger generation. You'd also get outdone by a guy who's more than 2 decades your senior. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but to watch them try and fail is rather funny. I mean, up until a point, the cringe is kind of overwhelming at times, but anyway. This was never your forte. You never did business this way, you have no natural talent for this, and yet you're trying to outdo the guy who's your total opposite in this regard. Why? Given Trump's crushing victories, pulling this kind of bollocks is not even embarrassing, it's just insane and stupid. I think Styx was right, she's actually crazy. And not merely politically crazy, no, she's like legit batshit nuts. Assuming she's even real, I don't think so personally. No, she's just this avatar propped up by special interests. It's why she always comes across like a puppet, because there's a hand up her ass. Or several in her case, I suppose. And those same hands put up this kind of shit. Now, there is one thing I do like about Nikki Haley, given that she's a Clintonian DEI, is that there really is no difference between her and Clinton. At all. She's the embodiment of the uniparty, for everyone to see, very plainly. So she is useful for that purpose and nothing else. But look at this, it's like the spirit of the left car meme, isn't it? Again, memes need to be short and punchy, to the point. If people look at your cringe and can debunk it faster than you can propagandize them, you look like an idiot. And in her case, we can debunk her crappy post before we even get to the meme. Democrats are ecstatic about the prospect of running against Donald Trump. Oh, really? Is that why they're trying to drown him in lawsuits, giving him the honor of the first presidential mugshot and trying to get him off the ballot, is it? Funny, I don't see any of the Democrats trying to do any of that to you. As a matter of fact, Nikki, would you care to explain why a billionaire Democrat was funding you? And why that same Democrat billionaire was funding the E. Jean Carroll case? You do understand the internet exists, right? And anyone can look all of this up within like 10 seconds. This is common knowledge. You're the poster child of DC corruption. They couldn't dream up a worse general election candidate if they tried. Yes, says the one who's getting her ass handed to her in every poll by that worst candidate. Between his legal drama, his terrible poll numbers, and his confusion, don't know what the hell she's referring to there, Trump will hand Democrats a big victory. His legal dramas have added to his polling numbers, actually, and he's absolutely whooped you, and he's going to whoop you again in your own home state. He's currently leading you by, what, 27 points? The best the uniparty machine has is you, and you're getting mauled left, right, and fricking center. I mean, my word, the man you appointed to the Senate, Tim Scott, endorsed Trump over you. How's that one taste? You're such a terrible candidate. Big money tried to prop up Ron DeSantis first and failed spectacularly at that, and you're playing second fiddle to that disaster. Hell, Trump didn't even need to be on a debate stage with you to do damage. Ramaswamy did the heavy work. Trump just sat back and laughed his ass off. You couldn't even win a debate, and you had all of the establishment's money backing you. It's like Clinton all over again. Trump already crushed Iowa and New Hampshire. The only thing people are betting on at this point is how big his win will be come later this month in South Carolina. Once that's done, you'll be done and dusted, and people will care even less about you than they do now. When I see this kind of bollocks on social media, given that it's all bunk that can be debunked, haha, within 60 seconds, what the hell is the point of posting this kind of stupid shit? Who do you think this is winning over? You can find the donor list, the polling numbers literally in under 60 seconds. Watch this. Regular politics. Go polls. GOP polls. Scroll down. There's South Carolina. There, 27 average. Look at the general election. Trump is ahead in 9 polls. Biden is winning only 2 out of 3, and the one with +6 is doing all the heavy lifting. Haley has only 6 polls, and a single CNN one at 13 is throwing the whole average into complete disproportion. Biden is winning only 2, both with more than 1. So 9 versus 2 up against 6 versus 2? I know what horse I'd be backing, and it's the one with the bigger dick. Speaking of that, don't forget to check out the Rumble video as well. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.